Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Wake Up! I'm your host, the Real Dorkie Hero, and I just wanted to talk to you guys today really quickly about the three Spider-Men. We have very distinguishable Spider-Men in the, collective film universe. We have our first one, which was Tobey Maguire. We're all grateful for him. He was pretty good. And we have, of course, Andrew Garfield, who splits people down the middle. And then, of course, there's Tom Holland, who is the inverse, who brings everybody together. If I'm going to rank them as overall characters, I would put it Tom, Tobey, Andrew. If we're going to go for Spider-Man alone, it's going to be Tom, Andrew, and, of course, Tobey. And then if we're going to go Peter, Tobey and Tom are tied for me, mainly because Tom does a great job of being nerdy but being funny. He's very comedic, and Tobey just full-on captures the essence of a complete dope, like an actual nerd. And Andrew is the worst fucking Peter Parker ever. He was just too cool. He was way too cool, and I feel like he got Gwen way too early. I feel like he was all of them except for Tom got the girl too early, but anyway. Tobey Maguire, I had a lot of fun. He was he was our first Spider-Man, so we're always gonna, I hate this expression, but you always remember your first, you always love your first, and that's the truth. Shut the fuck up.
You always remember your first cock?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
This one.
It's unfortunate that his run ended the way that it did, though, because I was actually really up for a fourth Tobey Maguire movie. He was actually a lot of fun. I loved the music for his movie. Sam Raimi was really good as a director. Or at least I enjoyed his work up until like half of 3. Like, I did like 3, but 3 was a bad movie. I don't know what happened there. Andrew Garfield, I really loved. Music for me is everything. So if you know how to put music into a movie and incorporate it into certain things, I will enjoy it a whole lot more. Some people hated the dubstep monster in Amazing Spider-Man 2. I absolutely loved it because, it's one thing to just have like an annoying zap sound effect, which is probably like a distorted bag being ruffled or a zipper going up and down, but in this one they actually used music. I thought that was really cool. Jamie Foxx was not a good Electro, but I did love watching Jamie Foxx look like an alien. I thought that was just cool to watch. I hated his costume. Oh my god, the Green Goblin in that movie was fucking horrible. No one will top Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin. I don't think so. I really hope, I just transitioned into villains. I really hope, though, that if they do bring a Doc Ock for Tom Holland, I'm really hoping they pick Rainn Wilson as a random person to pick, but it's really not. If you've watched The Office, you know how much of an asshole he really is, and Rainn Wilson kind of looks like traditional Doc Ock. I feel like there's no better person for Doc Ock except him. I can't think of a single person that would be a good Green Goblin, except for Willem Dafoe, but we can't go back there. If I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, I think Tom Holland is probably the best Spider-Man we ever got. I think one of my favorite Spider-Man moments with Tom Holland was in Infinity War, spoiler alert, when Tony was about to get thwacked with the fucking chain hammer and it gets stopped. We don't know why it gets stopped, and then he peeks his head out. I was like, that is textbook Spider-Man. And then the way he fought like Spider-Man 2, like when Doctor Strange was throwing him from portal to portal and he's hitting Thanos and making sounds and making jokes. Oh, I stood up in the theater. Like, Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man we've ever gotten. Andrew Garfield, I do love him as Spider-Man, mainly because
Trash.
No, not trash.
these two should be part of my show. I feel like they should always be back here because they're always speaking in the background. I liked Andrew Garfield because he had a decent fight with Lizard in the first movie. That was cool. It was cool, like, to just watch him fight like a spider. In the second one, mostly the web swinging scenes I enjoyed and like the acrobatics, but I don't know so much about I did love that scene in, I think, Times Square where everything went slow motion and he managed to save everybody. I thought that was pretty cool. And then Tobey Maguire just had some really great segments. Like, I loved the train scene in Spider-Man 2 where he stops it and then everybody like pulls him back in and they're like, we won't tell anyone. I thought that was bullshit, but I did love it. The fight on the train altogether was fucking awesome. Doc Ock was really good. thank you, Alfred Molina, for that. And I think that just about does it. I didn't even really give him much of a comparison. I just said things. I just word vomited, but this is my show, so fuck you. Tom Holland is gonna do great. I can't imagine what they're gonna do next with him though, because like Marvel and Sony are sharing Spider-Man. I don't understand how that works, because what does that mean? He's gonna go back at some point and do movies to, with, or for them? And if so, like, will they know how to use him? I don't trust them. I don't trust Sony at all. I mean, anyway, this has been fun. If you like this video, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Dropping Loads Productions. You can follow me on all 3 of those platforms at Real Dorkie Hero. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Hi.
Oh, that's it? For real?
Alright.
You know what my favorite part of Spider-Man 2 is? When he stops the train and then they pull him in and he's walking and he's obviously Tobey Maguire. He's obviously 40 years old.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, he's just a kid.
Okay. Yeah, he's not wrong about that.
He looks like Uncle Ben. What do you mean he's just a kid?